There's lots of tradition, there's some wonderful clothes, there's some jewelry. There's probably a lot of responsibility. I think that, for example, when my father goes back to Patodi or Bhopal, there are a lot of people who will still look towards him to look after them, for example, because there used to be an alliance perhaps between...
And yet he doesn't want to get into politics.
No, it's not that he doesn't want to get into it, but he may not have the resources to look after a whole state, for example, anymore.
And one of the traditions is also hunting. That still kind of carries on, doesn't it?
Well, of course, now it's illegal in this country to hunt.
So then what was the controversy about your father with the black buck? And
it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
It's still an ongoing court case.
And why was your gun used? And did you actually have a gun which was issued to you at 18?
We have guns that are in different people's names, I think, because, I mean, a lot of them are heirlooms, a lot of them, you know, are not even use-worthy anymore. But you're only allowed to own a certain number of guns as an individual in the country today. So which is why I think a number of us, even though I've never touched or used a gun.
You've never used a gun?
Life, absolutely
even
not.
Though you have X amount of guns under your name?
I can shoot with my eyes.
Oh dear.
But as to what happened exactly, of course I'm not allowed to comment on it because it's sub judice, so it's a still ongoing court case. But it did involve my father and a gun that was in my name, allegedly, and still continues.
Allegedly. But
allegedly is a word that we are familiar with.
Yes, of course. And also this thing of I don't want to comment on it or I can't comment on it. This is one of your favorite things. Why are you so private about your private life?
I'm really not a private person when it comes to 9 out of 10 things. But when it comes to maybe one thing every so often, I become a little reticent.
And that one thing is usually to do with relationships of a romantic nature.
Yeah.
Why so? Do you feel, I mean, no one's asking you to share bedroom secrets. I mean, I hope no one's asking you to. I'm certainly not.
Not on this couch.
But you are a public person, and to not acknowledge the kind of important other in your life is like to not acknowledge your parents in a sense, isn't it?
Not at all. Because, I mean, there are certain relationships that I think when I am in a relationship that requires that acknowledgement, that requires a formalizing process and requires me to sort of speak about it publicly, I will.